President Muhammadu Buhari has said that he decided to enlist the assistance of former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo to mediate in the political crisis in Guinea-Bissau because of his wide political and military experience, as well as strong commitment to the unity of Nigeria and indeed Africa. President Buhari revealed this during an audience he granted to the President of Guinea-Bissau, Mr. Jose Mario Babs, at the sidelines of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, holding in Johannesburg, South Africa. In his words, "I sent President Obasanjo because he is the only person, living or dead, that has ruled Nigeria for 11 years. I served under him as a military head of state. He has a strong commitment to Nigeria and Africa, and that was why I looked for him and asked him to collaborate with President Macky Sall of Senegal to stabilize the situation in Guinea-Bissau." End of quote. While appreciating President Bab's expression of thanks for Nigeria's support during the crisis in his country, President Buhari told his guest that the least Nigeria could do was to stabilize the country, assuring him that he can always count on Nigeria's support at all times. In business stories now, traders and analysts were disappointed this week as the bullish outlook for the interbank market turned bearish. Average money market rates climbed 23 basis points to 8.77% at the end of Friday's session. The net liquidity at the money market finished at 1.1 trillion naira from a credit opening balance of 540 billion naira on Monday, 1 week after the central bank announced a dovish monetary policy direction by cutting headline interest rates and cash reserve ratios. Market liquidity climbed higher, dragging interbank rates with it. During the week, the Finance Ministry also disbursed October budgetary allocation amounting to 473.8 billion naira, adding to an already fluid money market. The surprise Treasury bill auctioned by the CBN, the first of such since September 29th, however, failed to tame the tarnishing banking system liquidity. First Bank of Nigeria Limited, in partnership with Eventful, a renowned event management company, has flagged off the first food and beverage fair at the Harbour Point in Victoria Island in Lagos. The three-day fair, tagged Fiesta of Flavors, will provide an avenue for participants to fully experience entertainment, art and business of food.
Lagosians will witness what will be the first and perhaps the largest food and beverage fair in the state. And to kick off the fair is the wife of the Lagos State Governor, Mrs. Bolanle Ambode. The management of First Bank, hoteliers, captains of industries and the media were also on hand to witness the occasion.
For me, I come from a family where food is a big deal. I mean, for those of you that know my late father, everything was about celebration. So I grew up in an atmosphere where food was almost revered. We enjoyed our food. But even though I loved food and I enjoyed food, I did not realize that there was a silent food revolution going on in this country. I mean, there's just the food channels, the food apps, the celebrity chefs. I've learned so much in the last 9 months. The Fiesta team met for 7 months. I mean, we met first we were meeting weekly, then we started meeting twice weekly.
Food is an essential part of the human being, and First Bank is proud to be associated with this fair.
We've been an agric bank all the while. We've sponsored a couple of agric projects. But again, you know, agric is about from the farm to the plate. So all through the value chain, we've been involved in various places. I would just feel there's no better time to start looking at things like this than now, especially when we have issues with oil. And if you look at the theme of this particular project, it says food, the next oil. And we're looking at it as this is the time for us to try and fix ourselves into it.
The convener of the Fiesta of Flavors explains what has inspired the fair.
Well, as you know, I've been in the event planning business for well over 13 years, and I just thought that it was time we begin to own our own events. And I just felt that a food and beverage fair, that being the crux of all our events, whether corporate or personal, was a good place to start, because there's so many small businesses that are doing amazing things in the food and beverage industry, and we thought it was a good time to just harness all the potential.
The fair will come to an end on Sunday, December the 6th.
The Nigerian equities market staged a slight recovery, ending the week with a marginal increase of 0.05%. The all-share index finished at 27,631.05, with a market capitalization of 9.5 trillion naira. Percentage-wise, May and Baker, Okuma Oil and Codex were the top three gainers for the week. On the flip side, Unity Bank, Tiger Brands and Vono Products were the heaviest losers for the week. At the end of Friday's session, volume came in at 1.21 billion naira, valued at 14.68 billion in 13,495 deals. More stories now. Nigeria's indigenous telecom company Globacom has partnered with Vodafone as part of its expansion drive. The pact would provide an avenue for Globacom to benefit from the vast wealth of experience of one of the world's largest telecom company. Our correspondent Bolaji Akinwale now reports.
Ego and the Indigo Band. Thrilling guests with melodious tunes and setting the mood for an evening of excitement as Nigeria's largest indigenous mobile telecom company, Globacom, forms a unique partnership with the world's largest mobile company, Vodafone. The pact covers Nigeria and the Republic of Benin. The British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Mr. Paul Arkwright, talked about the uniqueness of the partnership.
Without Nigeria and without the Nigerian community, our cultural life, our economic life, our political life would be so much the poorer. I don't know how many people here know that there are 5 MPs who have Nigerian origins in the United Kingdom. So it goes deep, it goes far, and it goes into that commercial relationship and that business relationship.
Naturally, it's an amazing thing. This partnership was something that we've both been yearning for. Globacom is known to be a leader in innovations, and we really had the hunger to increase our subscriber experience on a raw level. Vodafone has the scale, it has the experience, and we both have the same customer obsession.
And why the partnership, especially to subscribers?
Globacom is a foremost telecoms company in Africa now, and we chose to look for a brand that is global and that can help bring more services, better products, innovation to Nigeria and to the West African markets where Globacom exists.
We can't claim to know a lot about Nigeria. Globacom have that knowledge. We know a lot about our markets, and we have a great partner here. It's the biggest economy in Africa, and together we can go very far.
Globacom has over 40 million subscribers, and this figure is expected to grow with this new step taken. And together, Globacom and Vodafone will be the unbeatable team. Bolaji Akinwale for Channels Television News.
For the third time running, ARM Pensions managers have again organized its Run for the Future to sensitize the people on the need to remain healthy while saving for the future. The 5-kilometer race and walk, which kicked off a few minutes past 7 a.m., had mainly youths as participants, with winners getting rewards. Our correspondent Loretta Chogo reports that the yearly event is ARM Pensions' way of giving back to its customers.
Just the way to go. The participants all warming up for the race and walk ahead. No doubt the intention is to remain healthy.
Stand by, the race is about to start.
For ARM pension managers, retiring well, especially in good health after years of service, is not just important, but necessary.
The dream of everybody is to be able to continue to enjoy the sort of lifestyle that you had when you were working. And you can only do that if you have a healthy living and continue with that lifestyle, that dream that you've always had about living in retirement. This helps you to do that. This helps you to fulfill it. So it's not just about money. If you have the money but you don't have the health to do it, what is the point? So we're saying that you need to be healthy to enjoy the money.
Ultimately, it's a way of getting closer to our clients, creating stickiness. They realize that we're not just about getting their deposits, but also giving back to them. That way, we retain the people we have and we attract new people from the market. This is what ARM is about, making sure that your tomorrow is better.
So far, the pension fund in Nigeria has hit a total of 5 trillion naira in the space of 10 years since the pension administration kicked off. However, there are challenges.
For example, not everyone is on the scheme at this point in time. It also doesn't filter down to the informal market, but there are initiatives ongoing at this point in time to try to make sure that the participation is extended to the level of the informal market. There are also issues around identity in terms of portability, because today we don't have the biometrics for all the subscribers. The idea is to develop those biometrics so that you're able to, if you wanted to move from PFA-A to PFA-B, you can do that, similar to what is happening with the BVN initiative by the banking industry.
It's fairly easy now for you to get your pension. It's credited directly to your account, so it's not the case that you have to go and queue somewhere to pick up your pension checks. So I think those things have changed with the new pension scheme. We do have issues still in the industry, but those issues are gradually being worked out.
The ARM Pensions Run holds simultaneously in Lagos, Port Harcourt and Abuja as winners of the race get investment rewards. Loretta Chiogo, Channels Television News.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Nigeria's Dream Team 6 qualifies for the semi-finals of the CAF Under-23 Championship after applying a goalless draw against Algeria. Join us again.